springtime came and went, and we're now getting into summer, and have you asked yourself, where are all the butterflies? Well, I first heard about this disappearance of butterflies on Twitter. One of our Twitter followers sent me an email saying, save our monarchs. So I had to find out more. Where did all of our butterflies go? Why are people worrying about this? So I chased this to Teaneck, to World of Wings, which has a butterfly atrium. I went in and I talked to Flo Rutherford, who's a guide and a butterfly expert.
People are definitely noticing the decline in numbers of the monarchs in the last few years. I did not see a single monarch all last summer in New Jersey.
But in the atrium, there was not a problem with butterflies. It's really quite incredible. Butterflies were flying all over. Everywhere I walked, it seemed like love was in the air.
So these little guys right here, they're making the next generation happen.
After walking around for a little bit, Flo asked me if I wanted to release some of the butterflies that had hatched last night. So what they had is they have this little bag full of butterflies, and every morning they go and they release the ones that have hatched into the atrium. So she would delicately bring her hand in and help these butterflies fly.
Oh, one just landed on your side.
Addie,
right there.
And one actually landed on me for about 15 minutes and stayed with me as I walked around the atrium. It was a really unique experience. Flo and I walked around and I asked her, what is the problem? Why is New Jersey not seeing butterflies? And she said it's because we're getting rid of a certain type of weed that they rely on. She showed me, she said it's the milkweed. Gardeners are taking it out of their gardens, and this is what our monarchs depend on their flight from Mexico up the northeast coast. I have to say, I wouldn't mind this in my garden, and if it helps the butterflies, more gardeners should be planting this.
At this point, the monarchs should be arriving back in New Jersey. I don't know whether we'll be seeing any. I certainly hope so.
If we don't see them in the next week, we may be going another year without our monarchs.
But either way, there's no imminent collapse of the food chain coming.
No imminent, but they do a part in our pollination. This is really just an internet campaign to bring people to be aware that this weed helps bring back our butterflies. I mean, if you saw the wonder in the kids' eyes who are looking at this, you just can't help but think, why would we take this away from them?